Ladies and gentlemen, hey, welcome to Renee Box Young, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze, simply talk about sport of boxing in a level-headed, coherent, mature fashion. Definitely, you know how we do it here, man. Subscribers since day one, recent subscribers, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in to live sessions, you know, the premieres of my videos such as this, commenting in the comment sections, playback gang, salute, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in real time. Also in the premieres such as this, you know, flash lives, etc., man. I love collaborating with each and every one of you, talking about what we love, the sport of boxing. It's as simple as that. You know, speaking of that, if you're a new listener, go ahead and subscribe. If you love the sport of boxing, this is the place for you. It's as simple as that. We don't complicate life. Let's chop it up. It's simple, okay? Hit the notification bell so you know when I do my premieres and such as this, you know, push content, etc. Y'all know what it is, man, definitely. You know, I wanna do a kind of a unique video today, I guess. You know, I want to do a recap of 2021, okay? Of the fights that we saw of this year that went by so fast, you know, and, you know, my prayer is up for each and every one of you. Everybody knows the times we've been going through since 2020 up to 2021. My hopes are high. You know, I have high optimism, you know, definitely on all things, you know what I'm saying, and in the sport of boxing. And we have been, you know, oh my gosh, this year was amazing. Let me start with this. You know, back when, you know, when boxing was back, you know, when it returned from the, you know, pandemic and stuff like that, you know, the shuts down, quarantines, blah, 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 2020, okay? Those who have been rocking with me since then, you know, in the live sessions that I pushed and, you know, content that I've been pushing the last quarter of 2020, I said constantly, before fights were even announced, you know, that it was going to be great. You know, we're going to see great fights. And that's what we've been seeing, you know, towards the end of 2020, sorry. We started seeing it pick up, you know, events pick up, fights pick up. And 2021, throughout the whole year, it's just been fun. I talk about sometimes how I complain sometimes, but not much when it comes to the sport of boxing. Because we've been seeing great fights, you know. I've been enjoying it. I definitely love seeing fighters go at it, especially when it's a level fight, you know. And I want to do like a recap of 2021. And while we do this, okay, I want to show you links in the description of everything we're going to see in the websites. We're going to check out PBC fights. We're going to check out, you know, fights that have, you know, were aired on DAZN, the DAZN platform. I know that DAZN is on a promotional cup. Yeah, you know what I mean. DAZN platform fights. And top rank fights, you know. So we're gonna check them out. While we go through these fights, man, you know, it's gonna bring a lot, because it's hard to remember all these fights, man. You know, just look at the thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail here. Look at all these fighters, man. This is not even close to, you know, this is just touching the tip of the iceberg, I guess they say, right? Of the fights that we saw this year. It's just so many fights. You know, I understand. There's a lot of fighters. There's a lot of boxers. So I'm going to skip fights that I don't even know who these guys, you know, I'm like I said it so many times, ladies and gentlemen, that I don't know all these guys, man. There are just too many fights out there. Like I said, a lot of these names I don't know. I'm not an expert in all this stuff, but I'm just going to focus on the ones that, you know, I guess were more known, you know. And a lot of things are going to come to your mind, to your remembrance. You know, a lot of these fights will come to your remembrance. Maybe some we forgot. You know, and there are maybe some fighters you probably never heard of much, but, you know, like I said, I'm not an expert. I don't know all these guys, but these fighters that you see right here in the thumbnail, it's just the tip of the iceberg. So, you know, it's some good stuff. And I hope that you all have a great holidays, man. You know, the platform's been growing bit by bit, brick by brick, stone by stone. We definitely doing it step by step, you know. So I appreciate, also I want to take time out and just appreciate each and every one of you. The platform's been growing, the collaborations, those who have been on the panel, you know, I just appreciate you all, man. Thank you so much. Those who are definitely in the chat sections, I mean, you guys are awesome. Because as you know, man, I always try to take time out for the chat section, you know. As the channel grows, I will keep considering the chat section. I cannot just ignore it and, you know, blab away, giving my own perspective. No, you make the platform. I've said it so many times, man, that you make the platform. You make, you know, the organic live sessions. They're organic lives, you know what I'm saying? I go off of what you say too, and we just collaborate and chop up the sport of boxing. So I just appreciate everybody who's been, you know, definitely collaborating and being part of this platform, man. You guys are all awesome. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, you know. holidays, and a great new year. So, and I'm optimistic that 2022 is going to bring great fights too. We're going to keep enjoying the sport, man. We're going to keep enjoying the sport. And I've been enjoying it for years. Definitely. We're in a new era. Matter of fact, there's some, I don't know who it was, man. Whatever. On Twitter, some guy, some former pro fighter, talked about, I'm sure you remember his name, but I don't. Okay, so, forgot his name. But something Bruno or something. I don't know if I don't know. But he talked about that Tyson Fury, if he were in that era of this guy who talked, said this about Tyson Fury, that, he would mop the floor with him or something like that, okay? And I gotta point that out too, man. Like, we understand, we're living in, and I've said it several times too, we're living in a different day and age, a different era of the sport of boxing, and I'm just enjoying the best of what we have. That's what it is, I'm trying to make the best of what we have. We're just in different times, and it's not the same anymore, you know what I mean? As far as, and I know it's debatable and controversial, it's debatable and controversial that, fighters of, the 80s and 70s, even the 90s, 60s, et cetera, I mean, it seemed like those guys are way tougher. Those guys, as a matter of fact, shouts out to my guy Storm B, man, Curtis Anderson, family, you know what I'm saying? Reggie Owens, definitely, man, family. We had that series, Boxing Then and Now, it's in the playlist, you can go check it out. We talked about that in one of them, where athleticism, the conditioning of fighters back in the day, what they ate, the types of foods, what was it that made these fighters back in the day stronger? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, they used to go 15 rounds, and when you go way back, 30 rounds, 40 rounds, 50 rounds, it was mind-boggling, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what I'm saying. When you compare those days to now, it's different. It's different. It's debatable, though. Like I said a moment ago, it's debatable. There's a platform out there, a huge boxing platform. Fight Hub guy, Marcos Villegas, I think. I'm sorry if I mispronounced. Like I said, I don't have time to see all these guys and their names. I just don't. Sometimes I forget. I'm horrible with names. But shouts out to him. Okay, so he made a point some time ago that in one of his videos or live sessions or something. I haven't really tuned into him lately, but. He talked about how, and like I said, it's debatable because he says that, and there are people who think that fighters nowadays, when it comes to combat sports, specifically boxing, that they're a lot more advanced and more athletic and endure more or whatever, they're stronger compared to fighters of yesteryear. That's debatable, and I don't agree with that, but, it is what it is. But why am I saying all this? Because, I just enjoy the best of what we have right now. The talent that we have, I think it's wonderful. I enjoy it. And I have fun. So let's recap. Let's get to it, okay? Let's get right to it. So we're going to start with this, PremierBoxingChampions.com. Links in the description of everything we're going to see, okay? You know how it is, definitely. So let's start with January 23rd, Saturday. We got here Angelo Leo versus Fulton. That was a great fight, man. If you don't remember that, that was definitely worth watching. So we had that. I'm going to kind of scroll through this, okay? So we're going to start with January. Leo versus Fulton. Great fight. Fulton fought on the inside. I mean, he showed something way different. Obviously, as of late, we saw, Fulton versus Brandon Figueroa. Let's continue here. So we got Plant versus Truax. Meh. Okay. All due respect. Coffee versus Rock. Heavyweights right there. Definitely. Spencer. He's coming back. Definitely. We're going to see him fight soon. Spencer versus Selden. I mean, yeah. So we got here, and like I said, man, like, this is not necessarily to say these are the best fights of the world. No, but it's just a recap. That's what we're doing this. So Broner versus Santiago. Broner, barely edging it. I think that was a draw. I really don't know. And I wasn't really interested in that fight. But hey, it was a fight, right? Brazil versus Wallin. Easter versus Martin. Okay, that was February 27th. Durrell versus Davis. Yeah. Okay, like I said, man, all due respect these guys, but a lot of these guys I never heard of, okay? So, anyways, Benavidez versus Ellis. Yeah, man, that was a nice fight right there. I think we all know who won there. Ennis versus Lippietz. Y'all remember that one? That was, see, time flies by, man. Don't even feel it. I felt like that was just recently, April? Are you kidding me? Man, time goes by too fast, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, and I know a lot of people enjoyed that fight. Oh, that was a beautiful fight right there, man. So Benavidez versus Ellis, Ennis versus Lippietz, wonderful knockout, man. Wow. Harrison versus Perella, okay. I don't remember who won that fight. I don't recall. I think Harrison lost that fight. Harrison has been looking bad lately, so, and I think we all know why, a lot of things he's been going through, so it's a sad thing, what I'm saying? Hopefully he comes back. Harrison got a lot of skills, so, and I've talked about that several times, when it comes to Harrison talk. So, we got April 20th, Martin versus Perez. Okay, I don't think I even saw that one. Lada versus Lamana. I think that was a the cornflake guy or whatever they call him, right? Cracker, I don't know, whatever they call that dude, you know, well, yeah. I think that was that fight. Lada versus Lamana, if not, whatever, right? Yeah, I think California, I think it was that one. So Reese versus Areola, that was a pay-per-view fight. That's something that stood out to me, man. That was just, you know, ridiculous for pay-per-views. I just pushed a video concerning that. So Reese versus Areola, who knows what's going on with Andy Reese? I mean, I'll just see his photos on, you know, Instagram and videos of him. Well, he has to get back to it, you know. That's a sad thing. Sad thing about Reese. But, hey, interesting fight right there, man. Reese hopefully comes back, you know. Nary versus Figueroa. Hey, remember that one? I'm sure you guys remember that one. Nary versus Figueroa. I actually had Nary knocking out Figueroa, man. You know, hey, I respect Nary, man. He's a warrior, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. But, hey, Figueroa knocked him out. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? That was a good fight. That was worth watching. Hey, sorry if you guys hear the dogs in the background. You know how it is, man. Living the dog life for you. So Bali versus Donaire. Yeah, Bali, never heard you in my life. So, you know, Donaire, yeah, we all heard of him, right? So Charlo versus Montel. You remember that one, right? That's recent. June? Gosh, man. I guess not too recent. What, 6 months ago? Are you kidding? Gosh, man, time goes by so fast. Charlo versus Montel. Remember that Montel, the big underdog that nobody ever heard of? Most people at least never heard of. Montel put up a good fight, man. Jamal Charlo looking fishy lately. I don't know about him, man. But, hey, that was an interesting fight, man. That was a war right there. So Davis versus Barrios. Everybody knows that, right? Remember that one, right? Barrios, man, Davis knocking out Barrios. Morel versus Casades. Good stuff right there, man. Casades, never heard of a dude in my life, so sorry. Colbert versus Niamh Bayar. Yeah, Colbert, man, he got some skills. He has a big mouth, too. Interesting stuff, man. He's pulling attention, but you know, I think Colbert needs to be a little bit more active. July, ladies and gentlemen, when was his last fight? We're going to see in a moment. I don't think he fought recently. I think July, this was his last fight. So Colbert got to pick it up, man. It's great to see skilled fighters and stuff like that. You got to pick it up. Matter of fact, I'm going to push a video soon about that. You're going to see in a moment. Or, sorry, you're going to see in the channel. So stay tuned. Notification bell. Y'all know what it is, man. Colbert versus Niamh Bar. Colbert got skills, man. I got to respect that, though. Definitely, man. It's fun watching him. So we got here Charlo versus Castano for Undisputed. Y'all remember that? Come on now. This is definitely worth, you know, mentioning. You know, Charlo versus Castano. A lot of people thought that Castano won. A lot of people thought that Charlo won. Whatever, draw. I think that was a, you know, fair call. I think that was definitely a fair call. So, you know, I got nothing to complain about that. And they're talking about the rematch, so hopefully it's official soon or whatever. I think it is. I don't know, whatever. But I think they will fight. So the rematch is going to be some great stuff. 2022, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. 2022, like I said a moment ago, I'm optimistic on 2022. Definitely for the sport of boxing, man. So Coffee and Rice. You know, we saw Coffee just recently. So yeah, Coffee versus Rice. Great heavyweight fight, man. Interesting stuff, prospects, whatever you want to call them, right? But hey, interesting fight right there, man. Definitely. So Coffee versus Rice. I'm sure you remember that one. Stanionis versus Colasso. August 7th, remember that one? I don't know if you guys saw it, but man, Stanionis, I gotta respect him, man. I pushed some content on him, you know, mentioned him several times concerning, welterweight prospects or whatever, contenders, right? Stanionis, yeah, he's a tough cookie, man. Tough cookie, strong. Colasso, I really don't know why they matched him up with him. That's just my humble opinion, man. Colasso, you know, he's been out of it for a long time, okay? That's just my humble opinion on it. When they announced Stanionis versus Colasso, I wasn't really excited, but hey, it was something to watch at least, you know. Colasso, man, I mean, yeah, he retired after that, so that's always the right thing to do. Rigondeaux versus August 14th. Oh, what a debatable fight. What a controversial fight, ladies and gentlemen. You know, hey, that's what makes it fun, right? I guess. Rigondeaux, man, I don't know about him. You know, he got the skills, blah, blah. If he just lets his hands go, I guess that's the new thing for Rigondeaux now, right? Oh, my gosh. Rigondeaux versus Casimiro. Hey, but hey, the same thing, you know, the same goes to Casimiro. He should have, you know, I don't know, man. He was just running around, Rigondeaux running around, Casimiro chasing him, whatever, man. But yeah, that was a fight there. Pacquiao versus Ugas. What an upset, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all remember that one? Come on now. We remember that. Pacquiao versus Ugas. Everybody was going for Pacquiao. Most people, at least. You know, when we talk about underdog, just, you know, the very, very few minority go for the underdog. So Pacquiao versus Ugas, man, great stuff right there. Ramos versus Mendoza. You got Venezuela versus Barrios, whoever those guys are, don't have no idea. Okay, Montgomery versus Jumakanov, whoever that is, whatever. Oh, Fury versus Wilder 3. Come on. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful year of the sport of boxing. And this is just PBC. We're going to go to DAZN in a moment, the DAZN platform fights. We're going to go to Top Rank. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. that's going down to the history books right now. Down for the history books. Beautiful fight, man. Wilder gave it all, man. Fury gave it all. And it is what it is. Fury just, he won fair and square. Straight up. Oh, my gosh. Beautiful fight, man. James versus Butayev. Yeah, that was a war right there, man. They were going back and forth, man. That was a very interesting fight right there. I don't know if you guys saw that one, but yeah, Canelo versus Plant, undisputed, 168. Come on now. What is there to complain about this year? Not much. Not much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you. Canelo versus Plant, man. And, everybody knows the story. You don't have to repeat it a gazillion of times, but just to bring to our remembrance, in 11 months, okay, the time frame of 11 months, Canelo got undisputed. We got to respect that. I don't think anybody has done it like that, you know what I'm saying? And I know, like I said just a moment ago, the time frames we're living in, different era we're living in, different fighters, and, competition in the divisions. Some divisions are more competitive than others, the talent. Some divisions have more talent than others. We got to understand that, Everybody knows the story, right? Yildirim, easy work to get that belt. Benavidez got stripped, blah, blah, blah. But let's just respect that, you know what I'm saying? Let's just respect that. 11 months, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or less than 11 months. I really don't freaking know. I don't see the dates there. But around 11 months, man. Less than a year, I know that. Canelo getting undisputed 168. Oh, my word. Benavidez versus Davis, November 13th. Davis, he put up a nice fight. Last-minute replacement for cheating Ustakati, right? Cheater, get out of here with that, man. So, yeah, Benavidez with his versus Davis. Nice fight, man. Davis, he put up a good fight, man, for what it was. You know what I'm saying? Last-minute replacement. I think it was 2 weeks or something, whatever. But Benavidez did his work, man. Y'all know what it is. Figueroa versus Fulton, we just mentioned a moment ago. Man, great war. Great war. Some people had Figueroa winning. Some people had Fulton winning. I think Fulton definitely, clearly won. Judges did the right thing. Come on now. Judges don't always rob. Let's just be factual. Come on now. Let's just look at it what it is. Fulton was landing a lot of cleaner shots, you know what I'm saying? Figueroa was just, doing his fight, doing his thing, not necessarily landing clean. Figueroa versus Fulton, amazing fight. It's sad that a lot of people didn't really pay attention to that fight, man, because, lower divisions, blah, 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 right? It seems like people tend to focus more on higher divisions, heavier divisions or whatever. So, Davis versus Cruz, yes, y'all remember that one too, Pitbull Cruz, the pay-per-view that flopped, but hey, it's not their fault, it's the higher-ups, you already know the story, so, hey, interesting fight, man, definitely Pitbull put it, man, super underdog, he put up a great fight, no knockout, hey, Davis couldn't knock him out. You gotta respect that, you know what I'm saying? Gotta respect Cruz. Respect Pitbull Cruz, you know what I'm saying? So, Davis versus Cruz, you got that there. Donaire versus Gaballo. Donaire, once again, bringing it. So, hey, definitely respect, man. Definitely respect. Donaire always brings it in his fights, man. It's got Morel versus Fox. Recent fight, December 18th. Morel versus Fox, man, I pushed a video just, just to culminate the PBC, what we just saw the year 2021 PBC events. That fight, man, it was just like I said, man. I pushed a video before that fight. I pushed a video before even knowing about, if I'm not mistaken, Morel versus Fox. That was for the WBA Super Belt, Super Champ. I mean, the WBA Championship belt. Let's just put it that. Who cares about the stupid regular stuff? So, I pushed a video before that talking about, and I didn't even know about this fight, man. Being honest with you, it's hard to keep up with all these fights, man. But I found out at least after I pushed my video on Canelo possibly vacating, okay, check that video out, man. Canelo possibly vacating the belts at 168 to go do what he's going to do in other divisions. I broke it down, check that video out. It sounds like I was quite right, but we'll see, right? I mean, from what I understand, that Morel versus Fox fight was for the WBA Championship belt at 168. If I remember correctly. If I'm wrong, if I mistook the division, sorry, but I don't think I did. I don't think I am. I think it was 168 WBA belt. So, anyways, great fight by Morel, man. He put up a great, man, that guy, watch out. He got some skills. And in that video I talked about, that I mentioned right now, that I kind of see Plant or Benavidez being champs there. But I did mention Morel before that fight, before he fought Fox. So, So let's go on to the next one. So let's go on to the next one. So we got here, DAZN.com, link in the description, blah, blah, you already know. Just like I said at the beginning of this video, man, all the links in the description. Okay, so, you know, so here we go. Let's check it out. Oh, you remember January. Oh my gosh, was it that long ago? January? It felt like it was March or something, or April, I don't know. January 2nd, we had Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell. Wonderful knockout, man. Wonderful knockout by Ryan Garcia. Like I said, man, I don't know all these guys, so we're just gonna go through this list, okay? And I don't know how many fights you actually saw. So Ryan Garcia, great knockout. Ever since then, man, whatever with Ryan Garcia. But I gotta respect that fight, man. Luke Campbell knocked down Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia got back up and brought it. So, hey, I gotta respect that, man. February 13th, Josh Warrington versus Lara. I don't know if you saw that. What a great fight, man. Wow. If I remember correctly, Lara knocked out Warrington in that fight. He beat him. So, and Lara went over to the UK and fought Josh Warrington for that belt. I forgot which belt it was, but hey, great fight, man. Hey, enjoyable fight right there. Jojo Diaz versus Rakimov, man. That was like a toe-to-toe, straight-up center of the ring fight right there, man. Interesting fight right there, man. Definitely. We got David Avaniasan versus Josh Kelly. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I don't remember, because that was back in February. Wow, I forget sometimes, but Josh Kelly, welterweight prospect. I pushed a video on him some time ago, kind of like Conor Benn, you know, UK welterweight prospect or whatever. Josh Kelly, he lost that fight, and you know, man, hey, Josh Kelly lost. He got skills though, man, and ever since then, he kind of disappeared. What's up with Josh Kelly? Josh Kelly got to bring it, man. He got to come back. He got the skills. You know, that's a problem with these fighters, man. You know, they get a loss and they just, you know, the end of the world came. No. You know, these guys got to get their minds right concerning that, you know what I'm saying? So Josh Kelly just disappeared off the face of the map. Oh my gosh. You see, I even forgot about Josh Kelly. Wow. That's the problem with inactivity, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, we've been saying it for such a long time. This inactivity in fighters, especially for a prospect. Get back in the freaking ring, Josh Kelly. You got it. It's all good. Hey, Joseph Parker versus Fa. I wasn't interested in that fight at all, so whatever. So yeah, Joseph Parker versus Fa. Parker just fought Chisora recently. We're going to see that in a moment. Canelo versus Yildirim. Yeah, y'all know the story there, so yeah. Rungvisai, yeah, versus Sith Mor Sang, or however they pronounce that name. Yeah, Rungvisai, man, I appreciate his wars. Definitely brings it in the ring, man. So yeah, that was a fight right there back in March 12th, March 13th. Aha! You cannot forget this one, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. Gonzalez versus Estrada, man. If I'm not mistaken, that was the fight that was a controversial win for Estrada. Estrada won, but I had Gonzalez winning that. I had Chocolatito beating that. And yeah, so. Ortiz versus Hooker. Y'all remember that one? Come on now. Hooker moving up from 140, 147 to fight Ortiz. Great fight, man. I'm taking nothing away from Hooker, man. He put up a fight. So, hey, Ortiz brought it, though. Y'all know what it is, man. Dillian White versus Povetkin. Wow. Akamal, whatever, how you pronounce that? Iwasa. Okay, yeah. Conor Benn versus Samuel Vargas. I said in that fight, man, and I pushed it. I've given my credit to Conor Benn. I don't care where these guys are from, ladies and gentlemen. I've said it so many times. I don't care if they're from the UK. I don't care if they're from China. I really don't care, man. I see skills and I see what I see, you know. Conor Benn, man, I've talked about it, you know, in that performance, even though it was in the first round not TKO. You could see that there was a change in Conor Benn in that fight with Samuel Vargas. You know, patient, more composed, you know, not just throwing blows out of nowhere, you know, unskillfully, you know, throwing caution to the wind or whatever. And you saw that when he fought Algieri, you know, later in the year. So, I mean, I see Conor Benn improving. I just want to see him step up, you know, with a more competitive welterweight. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So, anyways, Churchi versus, okay, Bregon, oh, yeah. Demetrius Andrade, Liam Williams. So, you know, Demetrius Andrade brought it. Mediocre performance, in my humble opinion, concerning Demetrius Andrade and his skills and his skill set. Gassed out halfway through the fight, man. But hey, he got the win. Salute to Andrade, definitely. Sandor Martin. Oh, y'all remember that name? Y'all remember that name? We'll see later on in this year, in this lineup here. K Prosper, whoever the heck that is, okay? Derek Chisora versus Parker. Right. You know, interesting fight. But I'm just not too sold on these guys, man. I respect them, though. Man, Chisora. And then they had a rematch. I mean, yeah, you know. But hey, it is what it is. An enjoyable fight, I guess, you know. Canelo Alvarez, Bill Joe Sanders. Come on now. Sanders, however you pronounce that name, right? BJS, man. So, great fight, too, man. People debate if Canelo's not a star or whatever. He's not the face of boxing. Whatever the heck, you know, I don't, whatever. But, man, that's freaking huge. That was a huge event, man. So, you know, wherever Canelo goes, it's a huge event, man. A lot of people show up and show out, you know. So, Buatsvi versus Dos Santos, whoever that is. I'm sorry. Yeah, so that was a fight. Okay. Devin Haney versus Linares. Yeah, man. Great fight, too. Linares kind of rocked Haney. But, hey, what did Haney do? He came back. Why are people so many criticize? You know, why are so many people trying to criticize Devin Haney when Ryan Garcia, he went down and came back? He went down. Devin Haney didn't go down. So, you know, the criticism has to be 100. You know what I'm saying? It has to be 100 and fair. Devin Haney, he got hurt, man. You know, let's just be factual here. He got rocked. But what did he do? Next round came back and, you know, put on a great performance. So, got to definitely respect that. You know, Linares is a hitter. Knocked down Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? He knocked down Lomachenko, so he can hit. You know, Linares can hit, so we got to respect that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. And, hey, what did Haney do? Came back and, you know, put on a great performance. Ritson versus Ponce, okay. Munguia versus Sarazmeta. Interesting fight right there. Definitely, man. Always Jaime Munguia bringing wars. So, you know, great fight, man. Julio Cesar Martinez, I like him, man. He brings it. He brings it. You know, Joel Cordova. Let's go a little bit quicker here because there's a lot of fights here, man. Gilberto Ramirez, Sullivan Barrera. I don't know if you guys saw that one. I didn't. Xu Can, Lay Wood, whoever that is, okay, Kid Galad, Dickens, I never heard of those guys. I think they're UK fighters, something like that. Boatsi, Balak, never heard of the dudes. Ortiz versus Kavalaskis, come on now. Fun fight. Man, salute to Mean Machine. I got nothing to take away from him, you know what I'm saying? Tough fighter. He brought it, you know what I'm saying? But, man, Ortiz knocked him down like 5 times something. Beautiful fight, man. Ortiz is bringing it in the welterweight division. Lada versus Warrington 2, rematch. Great fight, too. I just don't remember who won that one. Oh, my gosh. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. So many fights, man. I forget. Lada versus Warrington. I think there was... I don't know. I don't know if that fight was stopped because of an injury. I got to go back and remember. But, hey, great fight, man. Lada versus Warrington. Those guys are warriors, man. So we got Ergovic, whatever. Never heard of them. Sorry, guys. If I never heard of them and you guys watched them. But, you know, just as a recap, you know what I'm saying? Highlighting, you know, I guess the more known fights, I guess we can say. So, where were we? Anthony Joshua Usyk, September. Very recent fight. Anthony Joshua Usyk. Usyk put on a clinic. And they're talking about a rematch? Come on now. I hope they get that rematch in. We'll see, though, right? 2022. We're talking about, you know, a possibility of Castano and Charlo rematch, and then Anthony Joshua and Usyk rematch. Beautiful stuff, guys. Come on now. What's the complaint about? Scardina, okay, yeah. Liam Smith, okay, yeah. Sorry, guys, I'm just going through this, okay. Anthony Fowler, okay, great. Yeah, Sander Martin, we just talked about a moment ago. Mikey Garcia versus Sander Martin. Sander Martin, man, brought on a nice fight against Garcia and beat him. Mikey Garcia, I don't know, man. I don't want to say it's over with him, but, you know, I'm sure, not over with him being active and coming back and fighting, but I don't know, man. 147, he's not gonna, no. Okay, sorry, but, you know, if he goes down to 140 or something, I don't know either. Okay, maybe he has a chance at 140. I think Mikey Garcia has a better chance at 140 than 147. Sander Martin put him in a great fight there. You know, boxed him out. It is what it is. No excuses, ladies and gentlemen. You know, whatever the heck happened for him to fight Sander Martin, because if I'm mistaken, recently Mike Garcia comes out saying, I wanted to fight Regis, I wanted to fight these guys, but it couldn't go through, blah, blah, blah. I wanted to fight Pacquiao, blah, 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 but it didn't happen. It is what it is. Sander Martin was your guy, and then you lost. So it is what it is, man. So, hey, I wish the best for Mikey, so whatever. Chantel, Cameron, Maggie, okay, yeah, Signai, Diaz, Kid Khalad, Kiko Martinez. I heard they made some noise. I heard these fighters made some noise, you know, back in the wherever they fought, so I didn't see it. Jaime Munguia versus Gabe Rosado. Hey, Munguia, man, put it. Man, Munguia, I think since a long time ago, he should have fought, you know, a top man. You know, I think he should have fought Charlo already. Should have fought Andrade already. Should have fought Triple G since a long time ago. Triple G, go retire somewhere. I don't know, whatever with Triple G, but yeah, man, Jaime Munguia, they got to put him in there with a champ now already. I mean, I don't know, but hey, Munguia brought it against Rosado. Salute to Rosado, man. He's bringing wars. Demetrius Andrade versus Quigley. Yeah. The names with Andrade, I'm not. Whatever, man, but, you know, he did what he was supposed to do against Quigley. Let's just put it that way, right? Eric Cruz Hernandez versus Esquivel. I didn't see that fight, man. I really didn't, you know. Salute to them. Queens, champs. Teofimo Lopez versus Cambosos Jr., the biggest, not the biggest, but one of the biggest upsets, I guess we can say. You know, Teofimo, man, he lost. It is what it is. No excuses. Come on now. No excuses. I ain't taking no excuses, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to go ahead and babysit these fighters, that's fine. You know, that's fine. And if you don't think it's babysitting, that's fine too. You think it was, you know, oxygen in his lungs, I get it, man. You know, I hope the best for Tio, but I'm not buying any excuses. Cambozo's freaking boxed out Teofimo. Great stuff. Showed no fear, showed no respect for Lopez. It is what it is. They both knocked each other down. Great fight. Come on now. Cambozo's won fair and square. Let's not cry. Let's not be crybabies here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not be crybabies here. Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz, man. Yeah. Jojo Diaz, man, kind of disappointed me in that fight. I'm just going to say how it is, okay? Jojo Diaz disappointed me in that fight because he just had his guard up, man, for the most, 6-7 rounds. Just had his guard up going forward. Haney boxed him out, landing the shots. He won. Conor Benn, Algieri, just mentioned a moment ago. I want to see Conor Benn step it up now. It's time. Chris Algieri hasn't fought in a so long time. Whatever. Hey, Taylor versus Sharapova. Good stuff, man. Taylor. They're talking about Taylor versus Amanda Serrano 2022. I hope that happens. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. Bring it. Madrimov versus Saro. Okay, I didn't see that one. Parker versus Chisora. If I'm saying the rematch. I don't know why the zone doesn't put here like 2. 1, 2, 3 when they rematched. Man, DAZN got to get that straight, man. Whatever. So, Parker versus Chisora rematch. I didn't see it because I really wasn't interested in it. Okay, so respect anyway. So, that was DAZN 2021 year right there. So, what was your favorite card on DAZN? Or what were your favorite fights on DAZN? There were quite a bit of nice fights. Like I said, man, I've said this before. I'm not the type of person that, you know, rocks more for Matchroom and says PBC sucks and, you know, Top Rank's better and, you know, because Bob Arum's, you know, he's the best businessman in the world, and I don't do that. I just love watching fights, okay? I just love watching bouts, you know, and there were some nice fights on DAZN platform, you know. We just saw several of them. So, you know, what were your favorite fights from the DAZN platform? You know, what were your favorite fights from the PBC platform that we saw in 2021? I mean, interesting stuff we've seen so far in 2021, ladies and gentlemen. So now let's go to Top Rank. I got to start out with this, okay? Top Rank, like I said, link in the description, yeah. My apologies because, well, I don't know if it's my fault, but, you know, the Top Rank here, you go to past events, if you scroll up just a tad, you go to events, and these are the past events of the year, okay? But they don't show, like, since January, so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. It just shows from June. So we're going to be missing fights, obviously, from the first half of 2021 concerning the Top Rank fights, okay? So I'm sorry about that, okay? So, I mean, I'm just going by what I can here and on the webpage. Seems like they delete the I don't know. I guess they update and delete, you know, fights as the year progresses. So let's get it. Here we go. So we got Inoue, okay? Hey, Inoue, man. I love watching him fight. Very skilled. Versus Daz Marinas. If I remember correctly in that fight, man, I don't know if you guys watched that, but that's definitely worth watching. I mean, Daz Marinas is a heavy hitter, man. Inoue knocked him out with a body shot. And I thought Daz Marinas was going to actually bring it more in that fight, man. But Inoue, man, I love watching him fight. So, definitely, man. So, yeah, Inoue versus Daz Marinas, we had that in June. Okay, so Shakur Stephenson versus Nakatila. Everybody knows that. Nakatila, how you pronounce that. Very skilled fight from Shakur, but Shakur himself, man, admitted it. Come on now, you know, Shakur himself admitted that he was kind of nervous in that fight, man. He didn't want to make any mistakes, which is why he performed how he did against Nakatila. He got the win, though, man. Great stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that was that fight there. Vasily, you know, Lomachenko versus Nakatani. Lomachenko fighting these guys coming up again. The way that, you know, Top Rank, Bob Arum is arranging Lomachenko. It looks like they want him to get them belts back. Like my guy LeVar Cooper, shouts out to my guy, my sidekick, mentioned several times in live sessions, you know what I'm saying? So it looks like that's what they're doing. You know, so Lomachenko versus Nakatili. Oh, sorry, Nakatili. Get these names mixed up. Nakatani, great stuff, man. Lomachenko, man, that fire has rekindled in him. I'm telling you. Yeah, I don't know, man. You better watch out for Lomachenko. Watch out for him. August 3rd was Conlan versus Ruiz. That was that. Unfinished business, Franco versus Maloney Trilogy. Ooh. I think Franco won that one. Because I saw the rematch and I saw the trilogy. Man, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if a lot of people saw that fight, but gosh. These guys, I definitely got to, you know, dedicate a minute or two on these guys. The rematch, man, I think it was stopped because of an injury. And then the trilogy, gosh, ladies and gentlemen. Whoo! These guys were just toe-to-toe, not backing down, man, bringing it round after round. Similar to, but this is a different division, obviously, but, you know, like Chocolatito and Estrada, man. Wow. These guys, man, just brought it. Oh, man, it was a beautiful fight. Beautiful fight. If I remember correctly, Franco won that one. It's kind of hard to remember, but it was back in August, so... Man, great fight right there, ladies and gentlemen. You got to see that fight. That was fun. And obviously, once again, Trilogy, you know, the co-promotion or whatever the heck, however they did it, I don't know. But we saw a great fight there again. You know, Fury versus Deontay Wilder. I say again because, you know, we just saw it on PBC there. So, yeah, y'all know that one. So, Navarrete versus Gonzalez, man, I'm telling you, Navarrete. This was a fun fight, man. You know, Navarrete, man, he's just bringing it. You know what I'm saying? Awkward, very weird skills. Or style or approach, however you want to call it, man. I mean, just gosh. You know, his defense ain't the best, but this guy, man, he finds a way to beat you. He'll beat you, and he's going to bring it to you, and he ain't going to stop. Navarrete takes punches. He has a freaking chin, man. Oh, my gosh. Navarrete versus Gonzalez. Fun fight, man. That was back in October. So we have here, Herring versus Shakur. Wow. He proved the world, man, that he can bring that offense, and he just, you know, in the middle of the ring, man, toe-to-toe against Herring. Oh, my gosh, man. Beautiful. That was one of my favorite performances, man, by Shakur Stephenson. I think in his overall pro career. Why? Because of the look at the competition. That was Herring, ladies and gentlemen. That's why. Herring had the belt. I remember. It says right there, I think it was the, I don't know which belt. I think it was a WBO, you know, junior lightweight belt. But, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, it says right there, sorry. It says it's a World Junior Lightweight Championship. That's the reason why I think this was one of the best performances for Shakur Stephenson in his career. Because Herring, man, going for that belt, Herring is no easy fight. Herring, remember, before that, fought Frampton. Oh, my gosh. What Herring did against Frampton was beautiful. Beautiful skills. You know, so that's top-notch competition right there, man. So Stephenson came in, boxed him out every round, man. Wow. Toe-to-toe. Just beautiful stuff, man. So that was a wonderful fight right there, man. So anyway, Michaela versus Hamaduchi, however you pronounce that, man. Shouts out to that pro-female bout right there, man. Definitely. So yeah, we got here Crawford and Porter. Everybody knows the story there, man. Good stuff. Beterbiev versus Brown. Yeah, man. Just recent, December 17th. We just saw that one, man. Wow. I called that fight, as a matter of fact. Sorry about the dogs, man. So I called that fight, man. Hey. Man, I thought Brown was going to do more, but hey, Brown was doing all right for the first several rounds. Got to give him that credit. He got skills. Brown got skills, but man, Beterbiev, man, and that gash on his head, I think it was by a right hook on the inside in the clinch. I don't know if it was a headbutt, but I don't think it was, because I remember me and LeVar were calling that fight, and we saw the slow-mo repeat. It looked like it was a right hook on the inside. Man, dude, that gash on his head. Oh, my gosh. Beterbiev and Brown. We'll see what's next for Beterbiev and for both fighters, as a matter of fact. So, Lomachenko and Comey. Wow. Saying, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, Lomachenko's coming back. He's coming back with a vengeance. He wants them belts, too. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be at the top again. So, but yeah, man, Lomachenko and Comey, that was 2021. Okay? Recap for Top Rank, at least as of June. Apologies once again, man. I don't know why they don't have it, you know, the whole year, but, you know, it is what it is. So, Lomachenko and Comey. So, that was 2021 recap, man. So, I'm probably missed a fight or two. Probably got some information, you know, kind of mixed up with, you know, when it comes to rematch and trilogies or whatever. But, yeah, man, like for the Chocolatito and Estrada one. But what were your favorite fights, you know, out of these platforms? Maybe I'm missing a couple fights. I don't know, man. There's just too many fights. Too many fights for me to remember, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. Okay? But what were your favorite fights? What were the fights that really, you know, stuck out to you the most? Which were the fights that you enjoyed the most, you know? And I'm optimistic, man. Go ahead and put in the chat there. Playback family, put in the comment section, please. What were your favorite fights? What were the ones you enjoyed the most? You know, I'm very optimistic for 2022, ladies and gentlemen. What we saw this year prepares what's for next year. What we saw in 2021 is preparing, you know, what is next for 2022. You know, so, and what I'm hearing so far in 2022 looks interesting. Definitely, man. I don't necessarily agree, you know, the pay-per-view stuff, but, you know, they look interesting. And I think we're going to have a great year for 2022. So, definitely, man. So, it was a recap for 2021. Have a wonderful holidays. I repeat one more time. Have a wonderful New Year. Stay safe, you know. Spend time with those who love you and appreciate you the most. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's about. Don't waste time on nonsense, definitely, man. I hope you have a wonderful New Year, prosperous 2022. And for the sport of boxing, I think we're going to just see better things, man, definitely. So, Definitely Renee Boxyoung, thank you guys so much for your support in 2021. I appreciate each and every one of you. Like it up, man. Share it. Let's keep growing in 2022. Let's keep growing, because we've been growing. So I'm telling you, Renee Boxyoung, a platform to discuss, critique, analyze, simply talk about sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature fashion. If you love sport of boxing, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Let's keep pushing. Peace out, fam.